So when I was really struggling in school prior to my autism diagnosis at age 12, I was pretty much a prisoner inside my own body, and I would just completely shut down the moment I left my house, and I'd, be wearing a hood, I'd be sucking my thumb, not making eye contact, not speaking to anybody, just completely in my shell. And so when I was in the classroom, what ended up happening was I was too scared to be around the main group of kids, so I would request to sit in the corner of the room. My mom requested that, and they gave me that. But man, the kids in the classroom, I remember I was looked upon like a zoo animal. I still remember, my classmates coming up to me and kind of waving their hand in front of me, like, "Hello, are you there? Can you hear me?" Obviously, I didn't look at them or say yes because I was petrified. And, they would ask me, "What's wrong with you? Why can't you talk? Do you know how to talk?" It just things like that, it was like I was a spectacle. And I would kind of just detach as like a 10-year-old. And, I mean, I can tell you countless stories like that from my childhood just because I have autism and I'm different and I get anxious and I have OCD and I stand out. And then we wonder why, autistic teenagers, autistic young adults can be very bitter at this world. I mean, come on, guys. Let's be realistic. This world does not treat strange kids nicely. When I was a teenager, when I was in my 20s, hell, to this day, when I'm having a bad day, I've been really bitter at this world. You know? Brains aren't fully developed until around age 25. So think about an 11-year-old kid, in my instance, looked upon like I was a spectacle and a zoo animal. The brain is going to take that and it's going to develop defense mechanisms around that. And for me personally, it's like I have to, now that I've only been independent for, 2.5 years, in this journey of independence of mine, I've had to really deconstruct these defense mechanisms that tell me my peers are out to get me. I'm scared of them simply because I was conditioned by my classmates that, it wasn't safe to be around them. So yeah, I get really bitter. I got bitter at my teachers. I got bitter at my fellow peers. I got bitter at my doctors. And I still get bitter because I'm still misunderstood. And when I have my meltdowns in public, still looked upon like I'm a spectacle. So it's, let's be realistic. When we wonder, gosh, why is my child so mad at this world? And where did this hate come from? I mean, it's okay to feel hatred. I mean, hatred is not a bad feeling. There is no bad feeling. But what we want to do is acknowledge it so it can be used productively. We need to utilize it. We need to have an outlet for it so we can transmute that hatred into empowerment and confidence. And the way I did that is not only through my speaking engagements, but through poetry, to be able to put my hatred into a poem and then feel a sense of catharsis after realizing I created a piece of art, something that I was proud of from this hatred. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's not about extinguishing the hate. It's about transmuting it. And the only way we can do that is when we acknowledge it. So it's, don't tell people to, not feel that way, or, "Oh, honey, don't say that." Let them feel, but let them know that it's okay to feel and that they need to find an outlet, whether that's sports, whether that's music, whether that's poetry, whether that's the written word, to transmute these feelings, because otherwise they're going to be bottled up. And then, kids shoot up schools and we wonder where the hell this came from. I mean, again, let's keep it real. And just remember, like I said before, this world, however inclusive you think your community might be, this world is brutal when it comes to people who act strangely.